in science and engineering, elegance is always the telltale of a great piece of technology or a great theory. And I feel like driverless cars have the potential of being this elegant solution to problems like traffic congestion, to problems of commuting, of the way we live our lives.
If the design of the roads started to encroach on pavements and zebra crossings and control crossings, that's our way of understanding where we are. And if that is encroached on, then I would not be able to go out with my guide dog. She would not be able to work. And for me, that would be a lifeline lost. She is priceless to me because she gives me freedom and confidence and independence.
I am putting my life in the hands of technology. How secure can this be? Working with kids as well, I know that they will find a way around it. And I think it's the same with hackers and activists and things like that, that if they want to, they will give it a go.
I'm very concerned about how the design of these things will go, in the sense that often a lot of technology is designed for people in cities and is very much focused on their kind of value system. You need to take into account everyone, because the people in the villages and towns will be using it. That's the vision.
If there's going to be a crash, do you take out the dog? Do you take out the granny? Do you sacrifice a whole load of school children? I think it's very difficult. And how do you teach ethics to a machine?
They'll have much wider safety benefits than traditional cars. As well as that, they could open up accessibility benefits to wider users, people who can't drive, who don't have driver's licenses.
Getting certain people off the road, getting my granddad off the road is a definite win, without removing his independence. So he can still move around, he can still have a car, but it's in everyone's interest that he's not driving that car.
What would you do if you could recycle those car parks into the urban landscape? In many ways, wouldn't it be great if you took a sort of housemanization approach like Paris did, and you had more trees and boulevards and used that space for public recreation?
About 11 to 12% of household budgets in the UK are to do with transportation. And when we think about an asset that is very poorly utilized, it sits on a parking spot 95% of the time and is just a wasted resource. If we could utilize that better, some of those benefits could flow back into the household budgets.
Whatever the future holds, I think we've all got to get used to living much closer together physically. And so we need to work out ways that we can share the environment. Autonomous vehicles possibly is a way of doing that more effectively than we currently do.